Ladies and gentlemen, hello and a very warm welcome to a live stream that wasn't planned. Welcome your guys' faces into NXT Vengeance Day live stream. This was totally unexpected. I wasn't expecting it. I don't think anybody was expecting it. But ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook community. So come on in, let me know you are there, and let's enjoy NXT Vengeance Day together. Totally unexpected, may I add, but we are live at least. Well, I think we're live. Just come on in, guys. Let me know you are there. Yes, we are. Good. Oh, guys. So, what has your day consisted of? My day has consisted of watching Mansfield Town take on Arsenal in the FA Cup. So, guys, for them that are joining us, this is an off-the-cuff live stream for NXT Vengeance Day. We will not be streaming it, but you can watch along either on Netflix or on Peacock, depending on where you are in the world. So grab your snacks, grab what you need, and let's buckle in for a night of wrestling, and let's get ready to go through the list of matches that is also scheduled for tonight. Oh. Talk about hectic today, guys. So, for them just tuning in, welcome aboard. This broadcast is brought to you via the Essential Wrestling News Facebook community. And this is the NXT Vengeance Day live watch party. You can either watch on Netflix or Peacock, depending on where you are in the world. But wherever you are, I hope you are having a lovely evening and enjoying what is left of Saturday, because very soon, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving into Sunday, which is somewhat weird to even say. So, ladies and gentlemen, going through the matches in no particular order, we have NXT champion Joe Hendry defending his NXT title against Ricky Saints. This should be very interesting. I'm a believer of Joe Henry. The question is, are you guys a believer of Joe Henry too? We then have the Women's North American Championship on the line. Izzy Dane, the champion, taking on Tatum Paxley. Wow. We then have an NXT Underground match. Lola Vice taking on Kelani Jordan. Wow. We then have a street fight between Jada Parker versus Blake Monroe. We then have a parking lot brawl, Tony D'Angelo versus Deanne Lennox of Dock State, I believe. So, guys, welcome in. This is a live that's going to be a bit hectic. I can tell just from the first few minutes of this live. It's going to be a hectic one, but come on in. Of course, my name is Aaron. We are all 4 minutes away from NXT Vengeance Day watch party. So come on in, let me know you guys are there. And let's enjoy NXT Vengeance Day together. But guys, yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. I have to be so careful nowadays because last time I got a copyright label. YouTube are very funny in that department nowadays, so I'm hoping I don't get one this time. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Essential Wrestling News live stream for NXT Vengeance Day. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having a good evening. You can either watch along on Peacock or on Netflix, depending on where you are in the world. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, come and say hi to me in the chat. I am here until this live stream ends, so come and say hello. Oh, guys, my day's been so hectic. It really has. I've been at Mansfield Town Football Club today watching them in the FA Cup between taking on Arsenal, and boys, Mansfield Town had something to be proud of. Seriously. Because we took it to Arsenal and wow. Just wow. So guys, come on in. Remember, this live is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. This is the live stream for NXT Vengeance Day watch party. And the matches are NXT champion Joe Henry taking on Ricky Saint. Women's North American title, Izzy Dane taking on Tatum Paxley. We have an NXT Underground match. Lola Vice versus Kelani Jordan. We then have a street fight match between Blake Monroe and Jada Parker. Then we also have a parking lot brawl, Tony D'Angelo versus Deanne Lennox. We are 45 seconds away from going live on this. From going live, sorry. Guys, it's going to be one of the nights, I think. But of course, we want to hear from you guys, so let us know you're in the chat. And let me know what match you are most looking forward to. Believe you me, guys, the next few lives coming up are actually planned. This live stream is about to start. Woohoo! Boom.
We are live in City Beautiful, Orlando, Florida, inside the Performance Center for our final premium live event before we stand and deliver. Will Ricky Saints be on the marquee on the biggest night of our year? Saints would become a two-time NXT champion tonight. That is, if he can defeat the champion, Joe Hendry. A lot of believers are here tonight. Saints, Hendry, our main event tonight at Vengeance Day. Vengeance is on the mind of this woman, Tatum Paxley, who's looking for payback against her former partner and her former friend, Izzy Dame of the Culling, who will walk out of Vengeance Day with the women's North American Championship. Also on this night, we enter the Underground. Can Kelani Jordan survive the unknown as she enters into this match against a woman who will be entering her own element? The queen of the Underground, that of course being Lola Vice, Kelani Jordan, fight tonight at Vengeance Day.
As sunlight radiates from above, everything is revealed with shimmering beauty. But it takes one unforgiving glare to expose the inherent malice within. And in the heart of WWE's epicenter of future stars, a day of reckoning has arrived.
It's about revenge and pain. It's all going down at Vengeance Day.
Endless suffering can unleash indescribable fury, which can also be rewarded with gold.
Tatum Paxley looking for the ultimate payback by dethroning Izzy Dame for the Women's North American Championship.
Doesn't matter what version of Tatum shows up at Vengeance Day, every version of Tatum ends with me keeping this North American Championship. Izzy, that was never meant to be played with.
When inflicting pain, you may reap what you sow. One must strike back to settle the score.
These two are ready for a fight. Kelani Jordan, Lola Vice, NXT Underground.
Lola Vice, I tapped her at once, I can definitely do it again, especially in an underground match. She thinks she can hang in my element. This is my world.
nothing about it. No pins, no ropes. So I'm gonna knock your ass out.
When one loses everything and returns for punishment, a hunter becomes the hunted.
Who stands tall? Can Deion Lennox stop Tony D'Angelo?
You tell the box with dark face, I'm only waiting for you ass in the parking lot. It's on fight!
I'll be ready, Deion. Ready to whip your ass, drag your body to this ring, and beat you in front of everybody.
Believing in your ability is vital for defending your crown, but it's even more satisfying to reclaim it.
That championship was held by a WWE superstar, me. Let it be Joe Hendry versus Ricky Saints for my NXT championship. In the arena, let's still be chatting and we believe. And Ricky, I got no problem with you. Podcast and Vengeance Day.
Tonight, retribution comes for the superstars of NXT. Destinies will be fulfilled or destroyed. Welcome to Vengeance Day.
Tonight, our superstars don't just compete, they seek retribution. Rivalries have crossed the line, tempers have reached their limit, and a vengeful locker room is ready to compete with malicious intent. Welcome to NXT Vengeance Day. And there is Dark Space Deion Lennox waiting for Tony D'Angelo, just like he said he would. Lennox, D'Angelo, one-on-one tonight.
Glamour is forever.
Mwah.
The following contest is a street fight! Introducing first, from London, England, Blake Monroe! Oh, we might have a parking lot brawl, obviously, a little bit later tonight is D'Angelo. Still has not arrived. Deion Lennox waiting for him somewhat patiently. We kick off tonight with a street fight. Welcome in ringside. Nick Joseph alongside one of the only, a two-time WWE Hall of Famer, Booker T. Booker. It's here. It's Vengeance Day.
Are you ready?
I'm
That's
ready.
the question.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, dog. Let's kick this thing off.
It's our final premium live event before Stand and Deliver, live in St. Louis.
Wait a minute. Is that a new beat? Oh, yeah!
And her opponent from Port St. Lucie, Florida, Shayna Parker. Well, that one was
Wait
looking
a minute.
What?
That is a new beat. Oh, yeah!
Well, I'm glad you're excited.
Jada
tonight,
Parker's
Booker.
got a
Ready
new
for it.
theme tune, ladies and gentlemen.
That just makes you want to feel it right there. You feel the groove. Give me something, big. Let me see the shoulder roll. Let me see it.
If I shake, I break it. And someone might be broken in this matchup.
Guys,
In this street fight.
this live is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News community. This is the NXT Live Vengeance Day. Of course, you can watch along on Netflix or on Peacock, depending on where you are in the world. But please let me know in the chat that you are here watching along with me.
She's a new girl. She's glad she acting like that. And she had something to do here in NXT. And right now, what a better way to do here with Jada Parker.
I need to remind everyone, it was Monroe's idea for this street fight. And you know, Miss Parker was not going to back down. It took a little bit too much time. And again, there are no rules. You see the kendo sticks lined up around with the trash can to your right. Jada Parker just pulled the table out. Anything and everything will go. And looking for that leather shot DDT. On the outside. tonight indeed will live up to its name.
Right here.
But there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide in this street fight. There's no rules, there's no mercy, there's no love lost. Between these two women,
Anything goes. I mean, we have a definitive victor here tonight in this street fight between these two ladies. Wait a minute.
wait a minute, oh! I'm trying to get a good look, but I think that's an umbrella. Again, anything and everything is legal.
Raining down big shots right now, Nick.
Referee only there to hear someone say they quit or count the three. And what Monroe doing? She was no part of that table, but just slid in that steel chair.
Maybe some strategy. Maybe she wants to use that table after she set these chairs up to a little advantage. Maybe that's the bonus snapper right now.
What did she just do now? She got rid of it. Because you know why? She hates everyone here. She hates her opponent. She hates the NXT universe. She is very vindictive in her actions.
You think Blake is here to lead the fans? No. Blake is here to put money in her pocket. Blake is here to win a championship and create a legacy, not like the other thing. Come on, man.
Well, these two have been spitting venom at each other. Had to be separated, Booker, if you remember, on 2 separate occasions. This past Tuesday, as Miss Parker now gets the upper hand. And if this breaks it down into a slugfest, I think you have to give the advantage to Jada Parker with a nice neck breaker by Blake Monroe into the cut, hook of the leg, and a kick out.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think we see the full potential of Blake Monroe. I mean, come on, Vic. Blake Monroe stepped into NXT and she did exactly what she said she was going to do, and that was win championship. She done that already. What can we say? What can we say about Jada Parker? How many championships? How many?
To answer your question, it'd be 0.
Exactly nothing.
Take a little Blake Monroe's doing it. She set it up, but she's going to pay the price. And Jada now with a look in her eye and a kendo stick in her hand.
Man.
You felt that a time or two during your career, haven't you?
I'll tell you that you can stick it has no mercy. I mean, flashy. It's definitely burning enough to get struck with that kendo stick. Oh, yes!
And again, action can spill out anywhere here in the Performance Center, but the victory and the decision must take place inside the ring. But what is Jada looking for underneath?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Second time around, Victor.
Second time might not be the charm. And again, both these women, you just see the look of disdain in the eyes of both. And I'll ask you this too, Brooke. We talked about it already once. The locker room feeling the pressure due to the time of year we are in. Because Stand and Deliver is 4 weeks away. WrestleMania just around the corner as well.
Yes. And right now, this is a pivotal moment heading into WrestleMania. You want to be 100% heading into WrestleMania, but you definitely want to impress the higher up. I'm talking about the office. Right now, these ladies are going all out. This is about bragging rights right here. Those titles on the line.
These two want to impress as we inch closer to Stand and Deliver in St. Louis. Missile drop kick, hook of the leg. Will it be enough with Parker able to kick out once again? At the root of this, though, the reason why we're here in this street fight is Monroe is upset that Parker upstaged her. Let's call it for what it is. As Blake put it herself, the most important thing any woman can do in the WWE is interrupt her.
No, I agree with you on that. But let me tell you right now. I'm sure. Monroe, here we go.
Into the cover.
Here we go. I'm sure Blake Monroe is still steaming from not having that championship around her waist. That's why you deliver big shots like that, trying to get it over with and add more to the plate. I love it, man.
Blake Monroe, now everything is at her disposal.
Right now, she's using everything, man. Right now, anything goes fit. I mean, you use everything, the furniture. I mean, tables, ladders, chairs, whatever we can use in this matchup here, Vic.
I think the other thing we can agree on in this match is Miss Parker, Jada Parker, when she returned, she did steal the spotlight from Blake Monroe, and she's looking to pick up a statement win as we inch close to the standing limit.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to. I mean, Jada Parker is a prime ticket here in NXT. I mean, look at the make that main roster. And the thing is, you got to get through matches like this.
Welcome in, guys. This broadcast is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. This is the watch party for NXT Vengeance Day. You can watch along either on Netflix or on Peacock, depending on where you are in the world. But welcome. Hope you're having a good evening. Let me know you are here in the chat, please.
Jada Parker was, there's nowhere for Parker to go. She's stuck.
There used to be a song back in the day, and it looked like Blake Monroe was going to pull it up. It was the ring right there. A little high step action. A little high step action. At the same time, oh yes, man.
Blake Monroe mocking Jada Parker.
I love it.
Is this going to be enough in this streak? And another near fall. Take another look at it. Blake Monroe willing to sacrifice herself to do more damage to her opponent.
That high step right there for Blake Monroe told me a whole lot, man. Told me she's very comfortable in this situation right there. Now she's bringing up the pearls, getting ready to pull up the Pearl River Plunge right here, baby.
Oh, loaded right hand buckling the body of Parker. And another kick out from Jada.
I love it, man.
Certainly showing you some resilience. But now Blake Monroe, look at this crossface. Kindo's sticking across the face, digging into that cheekbone, digging into that jaw.
Let me tell you something. That Monroe obviously came into the thing with a game plan, man. Right now, this is all by design, right? You can tell everything is very, very meticulous here being done. Oh, wait a minute. Man, that was clever.
Monroe having
Very clever.
Yes, it was. A little bit of a face-off.
Oh, baby.
We're in spring training, but Jada Parker is swinging.
Taking it to the woodshed right now, Vic. I remember back in the day when my mama used to tell me to go get that switch. It was something just like that. But that's another story. We can't talk about that.
Now, what's about that off air is Jada Parker turning this right back.
Yes.
But you see Jada Parker not at 100%. And Booker, I go back to, you got to think that she's feeling the effects of running into the steel steps right here to your right.
The intensity right now, the adrenaline back is definitely coming into play. Oh, Parker. You got to let it all hang out. This back right here has very high stakes. Very high stakes.
Big blockbuster. Jada trying to get it covered. Blake Monroe wisely getting out of dodge.
That was smart.
Parker might be onto something, though. You go back over the last several weeks when she said that Blake likes to do things the easy way. I would typically agree, but Blake Monroe is showing a different side as you've talked about here tonight.
Blake Monroe is the one who asked for the trick. I mean, she talked for the street fight. Blake Monroe right now showing her belt in this matchup pick. Come on, man. Give her credit.
I did. That's why I said I typically would have agreed with her, but Blake Monroe is showing a different side of herself. That evil coming back out. Oh, watch out. Like one getting out of dodge are rigging out here. And again, it's all legal. It's a street fight. Derek Sanders is only here to count a pin or hear someone submit.
Oh, wait a minute. What's in the bag?
I want to know
what's in the bag.
What is in Blake Monroe's hand? It's a brick.
Guys, our link to our Facebook page is in the chat now. So if you want to join the Essential Wrestling News community, you are more than welcome to.
Jada unleashing. What's on the mind of Parker?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh,
and you talk about a table snap. We just had one here at Vengeance Day. That was one hell of a teardrop from Jada.
Let's all let it all hang out right there. Jada Parker, she got something to do. Here comes that Jada. Whoa!
Hypnotic. I'll have to say it again.
Wow.
Blake Monroe is showing a different side of herself. So is Jada Parker. Both showing you they're willing to go to great lengths to earn a victory here on this premium live event known as Vengeance Day. Oh, and that candlestick just cracked in half. Big headbutt from Blake. And what a knee under the jaw.
Good night.
Whoa. It's now Blake in disbelief. What a way to kick off Vengeance Day tonight, boy. NXT Universe split here tonight. A little bit more pro Jada Parker. You asked what's in the bag.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Oh, girl's best friend.
You say that again, Bork. And Blake Monroe just, what the? She just threw those diamonds into the face.
Oh, yes. Whoa.
First, fouled it up. Glamour shot onto those diamonds. Blake puts down Parker. Here's your winner, Blake Monroe. You wanted to know what was in the bag? Blake Monroe.
Let's say diamonds are girl's best friend.
Deep, dark mind of hers to pull out all the stops in this street fight.
Well done, Blake.
With that Slim Jim table snap. It was a little extra spicy, as Book would put it. And then bam, that big hypnotic check was put down women in the past. Will not put down Blake Monroe here tonight. And then yes, Brooke, as you said, diamonds are a woman's best friend, and they pay dividends for Blake Monroe. For a moment, blinding Jada Parker, and then followed it up with that glamour shot DDT to put an end to the night and to pick up a statement win here at Vengeance Day. And we learn once more, Blake Monroe will do what it takes to get the job done.
This April, live from Las Vegas, the best in the world.
Guys, can you believe we're almost at WrestleMania? Damn.
Versus the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Two of the biggest stars for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Greatness demands an answer.
You will acknowledge me.
WrestleMania. Wednesdays.
The road to greatness starts here.
Will
History is shaped on Wednesday nights.
rise.
This is gonna be epic.
WWE Evolve. Wednesdays, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
I'm Lainey Luck, and I'm so excited to be here on Evolve. I grew up loving wrestling, and before I even knew it was a possibility to do this as a career, I was preparing myself. I grew up riding quads on the dunes of Oregon, playing competitive sports, and looking for the next big adventure. Until I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and that was really scary. It was tough, but what was I gonna do? Give up? No. I started my wrestling career at 21 and never looked back. And now, it's time to make an impact on Evolve.
All my life I heard there's something about you, Trill, and we just can't quite put our finger on it. Maybe I just see the world in a different lens. Because in this world, you can really be anybody you want to be. So that's what I am. That's why I design my own clothes. You see, my drip is just an extension of me and my imagination. Am I misunderstood at times? Yeah. Been labeled an outcast once or twice. But somehow, someway, I always found myself at the focal point. I was recruited to Syracuse to play football. I could envision the plays before it even happened. And that's what led me to play for the Miami Dolphins and to lock down your favorite receivers every week.
Top notch, man. I ain't never been better. Thanks to everyone who got it now. I gotta feel better.
Yo, and it's crazy how the world works and where my imagination has taken me, because I remember my grandma sitting me down and putting Judgment Day on 2007, and here I am now in the WWE in Evolve.
Also hard, they don't know what the great mean.
So as I evolved in that ring in front of you all, you won't be able to put your finger on it, but just enjoy the show. And that's not me keeping it real with you. It's just me keeping it true with you.
The worst fear of every man in that Evolve Rock has come true.
Harlem Lewis.
Harlem Lewis is back in Evolve.
He's a brawler, he's a scrapper, he's a street fighter.
And if you thought I didn't give it to him before, then just wait until you see what pain I'm inflicting my opponents now.
Harlem fights because it is in his blood.
I just spent 2 months in Japan where I learned from the toughest on the planet. And I brought back some things from those Japanese dojos that are going to lead me directly to the Evolve Men's Championship. I'm back for one reason. Unfinished business.
Las Vegas will host the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony at the Dolby Live at Park MGM on Friday, April 17th at 9 p.m. Pacific. Tickets on sale this Tuesday via Ticketmaster. Get your tickets in advance or an exclusive pre-sale by using the code WWEHOF starting this Monday, March 9th at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Just where were you at last Tuesday? You weren't there to enjoy an absolute experience, and you damn sure weren't there when Miles Bourne and Joe Hendry decided to jump me. But you know who was? Vanity Project was there. But where was my friend Ethan Page? Where was the greatest North American? Okay, I get the point. I wasn't there, Ricky. I don't know if you remember. I just lost what I had held for almost a year. I think I needed to clear my mind a little bit. Okay, I get it. But where is your mind at tonight? It's here. You have a big match. Yes, and that's why Joe Hendry is going to try to pull out every trick in the book to keep the NXT title, and that also includes Miles Bourne. Yeah. I need to reclaim the NXT title so I can go back to being the face of this brand. You remember what that feels like, right? Huh? You held it before. You remember, right? Hey, Ethan, you remember, yes? Yeah, I remember. Perfect. I need to get back to that, and I need my friend to help me with that. That's what I'm asking. Okay. You need my help. I got it. I'll be there for you. Really? I promise. Oh, thank you so much. Look, think about this. Me, two-time NXT champion, and you, two-time greatest North American champion. Thank you. Yeah. Two-time.
Quickly, Dion said to be waiting in the parking lot. That's D'Angelo. Oh, it is popping off. Looking right now outside.
On site, Vic. On site.
That is what Dion Lennox said. The NXT locker room is out there to see exactly what the hell is going on.
I like it, you did. I mean, this is the way to sell the stuff. I like it.
And GM's out here watching this go down. And D'Angelo just going right into the side. I mean, are these two going to have a fight tonight? It's going to be actually tested under rules.
This is a sellout tonight. I'm talking about the boys peeking behind the curtain right now. Everybody in NXT is waiting on this for a long time, man. For a long time.
You saw Butler, James takes to that crowbar. D'Angelo is now just locked down that gate here at the Performance Center. And maybe Dion is going to regret saying he would find Tony on site. I mean, this is all hell's breaking loose.
Oh, it's serious right here, dog. This is real right here, bitch. Yeah.
Oh my God! We knew there was no love lost book, but
no plan, no time. This is
Osiris.
Wait a minute.
And Sugars are back. And again, the numbers advantage.
Oh, here comes security to break it all up as well.
How's D'Angelo going to survive?
Guys, you know what I'm surprised about is that Dark State are not in 2K26.
I don't know if you heard what the official just said. He said we got to get this going inside the ring. This hasn't even begun.
You think these guys are thinking about that right now? You think they're thinking about that right now? They're thinking about tearing each other apart just like they're doing. And right now, hey man, anything goes. Anything goes.
I've said it before about Tony. He's principled, but she's heroic but unhealthy. And you start to think about this obsession to take out Dark State has become too obsessive in trying to destroy those four rogue athletes.
Only he knows about street justice, man. That's what this is. That's what this is. I mean, you go until you can't go no more. And that's the thing right now. The analytics, he asked for it. He wanted it, and now he got it. He wants to be a major player here in NXT. This is what you got to do, man.
Well, finally, again, this match hasn't even started yet. The official doing his best. And you're talking a locker room sellout, boy.
I told you. Everybody.
He can't survive. Tony can't survive, boy. There's no backup.
Where's Tony Friends?
Trying to separate all the bodies. The mission's got to get it destroyed. The Dark State, into your family, he's beating Butler, he's dropped Sugar, he's attacked Osiris. He gets Dark State to take the title. I mean, bring it in the ring. Come on, get in the ring. Wins enough to know. We got to get in the ring. The official doing his best. Come on, let's go.
Look, things are different around here. That Dark State, they don't have the upper hand. They don't have the advantage. Oh my God. Wow.
It's not often we have a loss for words, but is this going to start now? After all that?
That's it. Ring the damn bell, son. Ring it. There it is. There it is.
NXT Universe right now to fever pitch. Can D'Angelo finally put down Dark State? Deep down, D'Angelo's felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people have been disregarded. They've been disregarded by the Dark State. And I'll ask you this. What happens if D'Angelo fails?
I mean, he's going to go back to the drawing board. The thing is, man, he can't get too emotional in this situation. He has to keep everything intact and talking about his emotions. He cannot get too emotional in this type of matchup right here, Vic.
Talking about D'Angelo returning, I mean, have you liked D'Angelo in his way that he's been operating since his return? Since deadline.
He's a gentleman at the same time. It's all about strategy. He comes here for one right, he's back for one reason, and that's to take Dark State clean out of the game. He's not the hunted anymore. He's the hunter.
Yeah, not holding back. And we talked about D'Angelo moving like a vigilante of sorts, doing a vacuum where the system has collapsed, but that system is where these four rogue athletes what a spine buster! Cover, count!
That sidewalk right there, baby. That was sidewalk slam.
Just like I get done talking about Dark State taken over by force, you see it firsthand.
Yeah.
Everyone behind Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, they're stalking Tony D right there. This kid's real comfortable in this situation. Just got the big suplex right now. Maintaining control is Tony D.
I think one thing we can both agree on from what we've seen in the parking lot to here is both these men leading with vengeance in their heart.
Hold on, Vic. We're still connected right now. We're still maintaining control. The Olympics going for the ride. Up pass.
And look who has risen.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes of Tony D right
God,
now.
Tony D, you look like a woman. You really do.
Tony now answers to only himself, uncompromising. He's been sitting, as he said, waiting for this moment since the summer.
Power shots right now. Power shots right now.
Oh, look at this torture rack neck breaker.
Yes.
And D'Angelo right back up. Not even breathing.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Whoa, up and over. You can say he's feeling it because again, he's been waiting. He's been waiting for this moment. And
guys, so welcome in to the Essential Wrestling News Watch Party for NXT Vengeance Day. This live is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News community. So if you like what you see, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let us know in the chat that you are there.
This kid's a thinker. He's smart.
Wait a minute. Yeah, he remembers it because this is what Tony tried to do to Dion several weeks ago on a Tuesday on NXT. He's going to crush D'Angelo's ankle. He's going to break it. That was a little too close. Look at the eyes of Dion Lennox and the official right now, using as much discretion as he possibly can. Trying anything and everything he can do, telling everyone to get back into the damn ring. But whoa. Get the hell out
the way. Dion Lennox, this kid is hell bent. Dion Lennox is hell bent on making a huge impression to Dark. This guy's a leader. He's a leader.
Felix, get him in the ring. You're in the front row. What is it going to take, Book?
Got to work to do that smile right now. Dion Lennox he's looking to take himself out to take Tony Dion. Oh my God. Man.
I never envy the officials
And this one is using his own discretion. He knows what it means for these two. He knows what needs to be done. He's starting his count, he's at 3, but he's letting these two fight. He's letting these two beat the hell out of one another. And somehow, someway, Dion is up.
What a fight.
The hell did...
What a fight, Vic.
We have been speechless at different times of this match as both men beat the count at 8 and they get back into the ring. Deion Lennox right now, hoist it up and take a look at this. A little assist, sit down powerbomb from the top rope to put D'Angelo down, and Tony's shoulder just gets up. Another look and bam. You know, and how big of a moment, by the way, is this for someone like Deion Lennox?
I mean, Deion Lennox, like I say, he's hell-bent on bringing singles championship gold to Dark Stadium. You gotta respect that from this young lion. This guy right now, he's putting everything on the line here. It's just Tony D. I'm talking about one-on-one, mano-a-mano. You gotta give this kid a lot of respect.
Deion called Tony a speed bump. A speed bump to the main event of Stand and Deliver.
I didn't necessarily call him a speed bump.
A speed bump to the NXT Championship. And I gotta agree with you, bro, because that speed bump just stood up.
Guys, I tell you something. Tony D with curly hair, really?
Wow.
What happened to the dance that we all know and love?
Counter one more time, and then spear.
Come on, Tony. Come on.
Listen to this place rise, because Tony D has Deion Lennox dead to rights.
Wow.
Here is your winner, Tony D. What a fight! This started in the parking lot. This went through a warehouse. OTM, the locker room, security. Bodies had to separate Dark State from getting involved. They spilled through. I mean, this was one of the damnedest things I've seen. From going through walls, going through our table, Tony D'Angelo fighting back, overcoming the odds, and then here in the closing moments was able to crush the spirit of Dark State. Not just with that spear, but also bam, with an exclamation point. As I mentioned, D'Angelo survives tonight. And in doing so, you're looking into the eyes of the man.
Would Tony D'Angelo be NXT World Champ, do you think? I think he is a former World Champ. The record serves me correctly. Breaking the fourth wall. You know what? I absolutely love this launch trailer for 2K26. I really do. Absolutely love it. I've played about 8 hours of 2K26 so far. If you guys have it, let me know what you've done on it so far in the chat. I'd be interested to know.
Let's really get the show started. Let's go.
And guys, what is your take on Cody Rhodes becoming undisputed champ again last night on SmackDown? I don't know whether I agree with that.
Have you ever been surrounded by people that felt like you were just suffocating? That's what it was like.
Oh, it's Tatum
With
Pat.
Izzy James. Every moment felt heavier. The more I struggled, the harder it was to keep up. And the harder I tried to keep my head above water, the faster I sank. I spent so much time looking for friendship, answers, looking for reassurance, looking for something to complete me. What I didn't realize is I was just searching for pieces of myself. I played with dolls, created worlds where everything made sense to me, where I could control the story. But I held on too tightly. I tried to become what I thought I needed to be, but in doing that, I lost sight of who I already was. So, I let go. And when I did, everything slowed down. The noise disappeared, and I finally saw things clearly. The strength I was chasing in other people, the comfort, the peace, it was already inside me. This feud with Izzy isn't about control anymore. It's about clarity. It's about finding balance and stepping into the right mindset. And when this is over, I won't walk out as the version of Tatum Paxley Izzy tried to create. I'll walk out as the version of Tatum Paxley I was meant to be. Suffocating. That's what it was like with Izzy James. Every moment felt
Drowning because of me.
heavier.
The one thing you don't need my
The
help for.
harder it was to keep up, and the harder I tried
There's my champion.
faster I
What's going on, Liz?
Just laughing at the fact that Tatum is still trying to convince herself and everyone that there's some mystical final version of herself that nobody's seen before. There's not, by the way. Tatum is incapable of change. She'll forever and always be the same stubborn girl we met her as.
And that's why we cut ties with her.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter what version of Tatum shows up at Vengeance Day, every version of Tatum ends with me keeping this North American Championship.
And now it's our turn. Those NXT Tag Team titles end with you and I, Nico. This is what we've worked so hard for. This is what all that pain was for.
We were supposed to have a clear path to Dark State, but still ruin that.
No, the titles are a hot commodity, Nico. Every team wants them.
Then I need to be a variable that nobody can prepare for. Be the reason why the future bends. Calculated, controlled, to benefit us.
As the new #1 contenders.
And that just is what it is.
WWE World is returning to Las Vegas April 16th through the 20th. All new activations, return of fame,
So guys, this live is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. This is the live stream watch party for NXT Vengeance Day. So if you like what you see, let me know in the chat that you are here.
been here at Vengeance Day. They're in Bowl of Ice, not 100%, but is clear to compete. NXT Underground still to come live tonight. But in moments, two former partners, two former friends battle for the Women's North American Championship. Will Izzy regret turning her back on Tatum? We find out tonight and in moments at Vengeance Day.
Welcome back, Tatum. I'm sure being in here brings back so many memories for you.
My entire life, I have twisted myself into knots just trying to find love.
I need to stop worrying. You're with us now.
I have Izzy, the calling. They've accepted me, and I'm so happy you're going to be there supporting me through the biggest match of my career, holding me in the air in the NXT Women's Championship in my hands.
Cemetery Drive! Paxley
I remember that one when Tatum Paxley became
winning that. I thought it was going to be the best day of my entire life, but I was wrong.
JC Jane and Tatum Paxley, NXT Women's Championship Online.
One of the many lessons that I taught you, if you remember, the coin can always give, and they can always take.
Tatum Paxley's reign has abruptly ended. JC Jane is now a two-time women's champion because of Izzy.
All I see is the same broken, naive girl who tells all of her problems to dolls because they can't talk back and tell you that you're the real reason for all your problems. I'm the one who became the new Women's North American Champion.
I promised the WWE Universal Championship match tonight. Whoever wants a shot, come on out here.
Who will answer the open challenge? Tatum Paxley with a chainsaw holding everybody back. 1 minute. Izzy Jane.
First come, first serve. Busy day. Good new North American Women's Champion.
Doing whatever it takes, preying on the feeble, and creating opportunity. The calling always prevails, and that just is what it is.
I crave acceptance, trying to be exactly what somebody else needed of me.
Honestly, Tatum, it's pathetic. You are pathetic.
But in that loneliness, I learned to finally start listening to all of you. You wanted me, and for the first time in my entire life, because of you, I have felt real love. Nothing is going to beat the satisfaction I'm going to feel when I take that North American Championship from you at Vengeance Day. When I beat Izzy Jane at Vengeance Day, that title won't just be mine, it will be ours! This pain that you've put me through and manipulation, it's all only temporary. You'll understand. I was never meant to be played with.
Tatum said a victory tonight would be more satisfying than any other in her career. You have to agree with her on that one. For everything that she's been put through on Izzy Jane.
Well, I mean, it's hard to believe that. I mean, after winning the NXT Championship, seems like that would be the greatest triumph, the greatest moment in her career. Now she makes this match against Izzy Jane. Someone tried so hard to guide her. It's like that someone tried to give her that expert tutelage to get her to that thing. I can't believe it. Bringing to light.
Well, played by Sean Spears, Nico Vance, the calling. Here comes the champion. And I'm pretty sure I know how you're going to answer this, but we've seen the interviews, we've seen the interaction, we've seen the frustration. Do you get a sense of...
Guys, I will be back in just under 2 minutes. I'm just going for a quick break.
Of course not.
Let me tell you something.
She's not fearful.
Let me tell you. Fearful of
Tatum Paxley.
Let me tell you something. Izzy Jane is the one who put this thing together. Izzy Jane is the court. She's the Tom Brady of this whole damn thing, man. Come on.
Well, we are set for a championship clash between two former friends, two former partners. Let's go to a ring announcer, Mike Rome.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Introducing the challenger from Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley. And her opponent, representing the Cullen, she is the NXT Women's North American Champion, Izzy Day.
Well, in this matchup, Tatum Paxley can become the second woman to hold the NXT Women's and Women's North American titles. The other is the current Women's World Champion, Stephanie Becker. It's a pretty good company to be in, is it not? Can we at least agree on that?
It would be, yes. It would be.
And whoa, Izzy! She was looking around and Tatum jumping right on the champion, and the challenger wasting no time. But in the past, we've seen her eliminate those like Nico Vance and Sean Spears in the past. Those two men on the outside do not spare her, and that could be a big point in this matchup, is she will have no fear.
Not about yeah, it is about being overzealous right now. Look at Tatum Paxley right now.
For the two that are here, thank you so much. I know you're watching. Thank you.
This combination offense followed by that
She's
drop.
looking great. She's looking great right now.
And outside the viewpoint, someone in high-profile matches like this can run out of gas quicker than the other. They could go too much too soon. Is that what you're trying to get to?
You gotta have a tempo, you gotta have a pace, you know, control your stamina in a matchup like this. And right now, Tatum Paxley, she's out there. Remember, look, we're about a minute into this matchup right now, but she's sweat. She's breathing heavy already.
We're talking about the women's division.
Oh yeah!
Aaron General Manager Robert Stone has an announcement tonight regarding the NXT Women's title that, yes, you are right, Tatum Paxley has worn in the past, and she was wearing the championship. She was the champion. And remind me, who cost her that time? I'll answer. Is it David versus the County cost her that time?
She cost herself that championship. And she took you listen to her. The color take her place. She never took on her own. You got there and get that pick.
Big kick from Tatum. Right here, right now, continuing to, the count gets up to 8. So at 9, and Tatum Paxley can only win the championship. Big cross-formation, big L. Is that bringing a near fall? Tatum goes early victory over Izzy Day at New Year's Eve. Let's remember, though, it was Izzy who would beat Tatum and the rest of the locker room to answer Theodore's open challenge. We obviously know who got the last laugh that night.
Like taking anything away from Tatum Paxley. I've said it many times. Tatum Paxley's a hell of a talent. If she could just get her head on straight, if she could get her mind right, she could be a hell of a
Look at the
talent.
cemetery drive. It was countered. And Izzy Day trying to turn this thing right around, and got countered. DDT inside rail. And another near fall. Going right around, shoulders down one more time, another near fall in this matchup. But there's absolutely no way you believe that Tatum has robbed all her friends like Izzy insinuates.
Well, our rival down here, she's not accepting any phone calls. Izzy Day, she's not accepting any phone calls.
That one I'll give you credit for.
Sean Spears, he's not accepting any phone calls. So I mean, that's my point. That's my point right there. Nobody, I mean, no, it's not about friendship. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's about Texas Championship. And until Tatum Paxley understands that, she's gonna have a hard road around her. Trust me.
She was a champion at one point. She was collecting those
And
champions.
why she's not champion right there? Because she didn't listen.
The Cullen cost her the
She
title.
didn't listen to the Cullen. The Cullen trying to make sure she held on to the order. That's a hell of a commodity, that championship thing. A lot of money goes with it, right?
That was a hell of a boot. And Izzy Davis said on Tuesday, all she sees when she looks at Tatum Paxley is the same broken, lost, naive girl who lives in a dollhouse. I'm sure you see it the same way.
I'm not saying that.
Guys, let me know in the chat, who do you want to win this match? Tatum Paxley or Izzy Day?
But she wants to give everybody a title. She wants to put that title like it was one of those fragile little dolls that she did. Like this is business man.
NXT Universe been fired up all night. You better be careful what you say, because Tatum might be one of those purple T-dolls. And all of a sudden, I'm not going to block us.
I'm not thinking about being cursed or anything like that.
But Danhausen will come down here and curse you and keep it up. All right, a few phone calls. Tatum did nothing bigger but be kind. Izzy and the Culling used that against her. Can you see it that way? What are you laughing for?
I mean, I'm just saying this in this business. You know that. I'm not about to be being kind. I'm not going out there showing how good you are in the middle of that ring. Like that.
Sorry about being kind. You're talking about doing it the right way. Tatum wanted to be a fighting champion like AJ Lee wants to be, but with Intercontinental title.
You think Tatum back is going to make this match right here? But this isn't being kind. Okay, just that's real quick.
I don't think so. I think she's going to have to find a different route and unleash into the cover as the champion to retain the kickout. But again, let's not forget, Izzy cost Tatum the women's world title. You already answered the why. The why to me is because Tatum didn't agree with Izzy's championship mentality.
It was just Izzy. It was good to color. She was a part of the group, man. She was part of the partnership like any football team. Everybody got a position to play. She didn't play a role. She didn't play a position. That's why she got kicked out. All right, bitch. That's why she got kicked out.
This is the champion, the one who makes the rules. The one with the gold has the power.
You give me somebody that lack of the capacity to actually make those decisions. Okay.
Sean Spears on the outside is the GPS, as you put it. Nico Vance, the X Factor. A variable that no one is prepared for.
Who's not going to make the right decision? GPS. Who's going to get you there? He's going to take you there.
NXT is trying to rally the challenger. Tatum Paxley trying to counter. And she's got her own version of the abdominal stretch. And just getting overpowered by Izzy Dane.
Big power there by Izzy Dane.
And Izzy once again, this time Tatum puts on the brakes and able to counter. And these two know each other very well. Former partners, former friends we've talked about. What is it going to take for the other to put their friend down? To put their former partner down? Are we going to see a new wrinkle in someone's play?
I don't know. But what I do know is right now we see two ladies go one-on-one all the way up.
Knees got up.
And the best one is going to win. That's what it's all about. Oh, yeah.
Izzy had it scouted, and what a backbreaker. Follows it up with that big senton. Into the cover. This could be it.
There we go.
Paxley again able to kick out, but this is a new wrinkle. Tatum Paxley staying right out or down, and Izzy Dane is staying right on top of Tatum, looking for this Boston crab.
Turn it, Kyle. She got to just turn it. Here we go.
And
Here we go. One step.
I don't think the camera's picking up, and it's Sean Spears on the outside who is yelling at Izzy, turn, and telling her how to do it. The GPS, as you call him, right there, is screaming at Tatum.
Izzy Dane could have got that right leg over the head right there. This match would be over. She would have the right position, the right torque on the body. This thing would be over, man.
Look at the body bend of Tatum Paxley. Trying to feed up the energy, trying to get herself back. Give Marinkus a little bit of that pressure, holding on to that right knee for a moment. That's another way to get out of the submission. And when we talk about Izzy Dane, who just got caught and rolling right through, and now it's Tatum with an Austin crab. Is Izzy going to tap?
Not all sure have locked in there.
Izzy able to get to that bottom rope to break the hold. We get the back and forth between these two women, and Tatum has to spill to the outside. A little bit of separation created. There's no doubt that Izzy Dane right now is enjoying the most dominant stretch of her career.
This is what you do. This is worked so hard, man. She's worked so hard to get to this position of champion here in NXT. You got to give her a lot of credit for that.
The official has his hands full, telling Wrestling Culling to move back, both women back into the ring. And this, to be fair, has been pretty evenly matched throughout. Big super kick under the jaw.
Saves me repeating myself, guys.
Tatum trying to rise up. And now Paxley firing back. She's taking Izzy's best shot. And now she is starting to weather that storm. Crater on offense. Another big kick. Right into that German suplex. And you know what? You can say no friends, but Tatum has a lot of friends here tonight in Orlando. All of the NXT universe. Nice step up in security.
That was really, really nice right there.
Come on, Tatum.
And the admiration of those. It's fueling the drive for Paxley to become champ. Izzy's right shoulder just getting off the mat in a flurry of offense from Izzy Dane. And she came a half second from winning the Women's North American title.
So close. I don't know what that move is called, but it was somewhat of a modified hangover.
Beautifully
executed. Beautifully.
Well, as a matter of fact, when you executed it, I believe you used to go to the top rope. Maybe that is what Tatum is doing right now. Oh, let's move that 450 took a little bit too much time. And again, Izzy able to counter.
This is way too much time right now. Izzy can pull out this superplex from the top rope. Here we go.
Jack in for positioning. Tatum able to fight free. Deep down somewhere, Izzy Dane truly believes that Tatum needed her to thrive. She didn't.
Can you imagine if Tatum Paxley upset?
Izzy back up and bang on the drop kick. Falling right to the cover. Very quickly, counted an air fall. Whoa.
Could you imagine if Tatum Paxley takes the North American Championship from Izzy Dane? Can you imagine the fallout from that?
That was close. When you heard Nico go, that was 3. Just able to kick out at the last moment. Showing you the heart of a champion, but what sort of vengeful, vindictive thoughts I've said all night are boiling through the blood of both these women as we're in the deep waters of this championship match. These two women letting it all hang out.
Better fight, Vic.
Huge connection. Izzy with a handful of hair. Pull it right back. Tatum will get that foot up for a moment. Answer it back. Oh! What? That was Izzy's signature eye drive.
Tatum went up.
Again, both women know each other. Can she connect from the tippy top? 450. What a feeling this will be! Power. I don't know if she got all of that landing. I thought maybe after that Sky High-esque taking a page from Izzy to capitalize with that 450. It's all about the women's North American title. It hangs in the balance. And this has lived up to the billing of the championship hype.
All we're doing is Tatum Paxley right now.
Reaper Cemetery tried. Second time. Didn't work out. Going right up. He's able to hold on. Izzy turned right back around. Got caught one more time. Tatum trying to seek out anything and everything she can do. But on the outside again, here's Advance who are calling the plays. Opening the door. And Izzy trying to overpower. Wow. What a cutter.
That's it.
To retain.
That could be it.
Vengeance Day. You have been in these situations as champion. When you throw the whole arsenal.
What's the matter, Izzy Dane?
Izzy right now, and she's trying to maybe get some.
Is it all getting too much?
Situation right there where they could have killed me over a minute at a time. This is what you gotta dig deep, Vic. This is what
You need to call in help.
That's what being a champion is truly all about, man.
There's a look of fear in the eyes of Izzy Dane for a moment. Oh, telegraphed and got caught again by Tatum Paxley. Paxley, right now, looking to pounce. Up, over.
Whoa!
Landed with a power bomb to the floor.
Wow.
And it's going to be the referee's decision if these two women can continue. Look at Spears. Look at Vance.
Holy
And
shit.
the referee has
Definitely.
started his count. Neither woman right now really starting to move. Tatum, I guess, for a moment, but Tatum's got to get Izzy back into the ring. That's the only way she can win the title. Referee is at 5. Referee's still counting.
Oh, come on, ref. Is it,
Referee's still counting.
He's not doing anything.
Referee's at 8. The referee's still counting. Tatum.
come on.
At the last possible second, but no.
Man.
And that just opened the door to Izzy to slam it shut. Izzy is stunned. Spears is shocked. Nico's about to go nuclear out here in front of us. NXT Universe rising. Izzy now. Again, trying to overpower her. Couldn't quite do it. Takedown. Caught the ready. And they set him ring another near fall. Spears. Whoa. Spears. Take it from behind. Move up. Foot first goes. Ooh. Tatum. What the hell?
Bloody hell.
Wow, you gotta be kidding me.
Izzy just gets dropped. And now she's going to take it then. Cemetery drive. Tatum gets the ultimate revenge.
Wow. Wow.
To this place, a standing ovation for the new Women's North American Champion. Sean Spears at his best, trying to beat to try to suck in Tatum Paxley, almost provided the ultimate distraction. Not only from the count out, the referee got up to 9, but then the referee almost counted to 3. Tatum Paxley, though, would show you the heart of a champion. She would counter yet again. Still couldn't get the job done. Sean Spears and Nico Bates kept sticking their nose where it didn't belong, and Tatum, time and time again, was able to overcome everything that was thrown to her, and then right here, like a doll come to life, possessed. Said it would be the most satisfying victory of her career, and that is what she had tonight at Vengeance Day. And among those that love her and admire her in the NXT universe, Tatum Paxley celebrates as Tatum once again is a champion in NXT. And you know what, Book? It is what it is. Folks, the calm before the storm. There is Kalani Jordan preparing to enter the underground.
OTM, we saw you get involved in that brawl in the parking lot between Tony D'Angelo and Deion Lennox. But why did you come to the aid of Tony?
Let me make something clear to you, man. What we did out there was not for Tony. Tony está completamente solo honesto, but Dark State's been that dark cloud hanging over NXT since the day they showed up over a year ago. I'm talking about title matches, main events, be elite spots. I gotta give credit when credit's due. But if I scared that run, se acabó. Dark State's been popping off, stacking numbers, and running through everybody like nobody can stop him, right? Wrong. We, the team that can change all of that.
Bronco and I gonna make sure they know their actions come with a price. Blake, it's standing deliver season. We gonna take flesh if we have to. Reputations when we need to.
Guys, the next time we are live on this channel is on April 4th for NXT Stand and Deliver Then after that, it's WrestleMania, followed by Backlash, followed by Clash in Italy, and then followed up by Money in the Bank.
We stored. We ain't forgetting. Now it's time to go eat. Rep your squad like it's only one squad. Rep your squad like it's only one squad.
Guys, have any of you been following AEW lately? Because I'm totally out the loop what's been happening on there. I know they've got Revolution on this month, I believe.
In Houston on March 17th. Get your tickets now.
So,
at Ticketmaster.com.
which is next weekend.
Is our interim general manager, Ron Stone.
No doubt about it, Vengeance Day is off to a hot start. But right now, please help me welcome the NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane, and Fatal Influence.
Stand up. Stand up, man.
I don't want to stand up, thanks, Booker. And stood all day. Wow. Jesse Jane gonna surrender the title?
While you sit here and give a standing ovation.
Here we go.
You better let me talk.
The rock dog, baby.
To these three women,
Take.
of course, there is this
Silent hit is a pro. Oh, yeah.
the third member. Lady Reed, what the hell are you?
There it is, Lady Reed. This is what? I've been starting to see her there. I was focused on
I understand you can't take your eyes off the champ, and that brings me to my question that Robert Stone's about to answer. What is next for JC Jane? What is next?
You know, they say, who has gold?
I reckon now Jesse Jane's about to go up to the main roster. What your guys thought? Jesse Jane going up to the main roster, guys? She's about to vacate the title. Let me know in the chat, guys.
Stand and Deliver is right around the corner, and against all odds, this year I will be walking in as your NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah!
You know, it seems like just yesterday you all were calling me a transitional champion. It's funny how quiet it's been lately. Because, you know, nothing brings me more joy than watching all of you losers sit there and eat your words. Because if there's one thing that I know, it's how this business works. Because at this point in my career, I've been through probably every up and down that you could imagine in this business. The wins, the losses, the betrayals, the injuries. Hell, Stone, I'm sure you can relate to this one. One day you're sitting next to somebody in the locker room, and then the next day, they're gone. And I would be lying if I said there weren't times that I got a little bit paranoid thinking that I was going to get that call next. I mean, let's look at Stand and Deliver last year, for example. I was in just a tag match on the kickoff show. And at the time, I was happy just to be included. I was happy just to have a spot on the show. But this year, This year is completely different because this year I'm walking into Stand and Deliver with one of the most dominant title reigns in NXT history. And if we're being honest, after the year I had, I should be the main event of Stand and Deliver. And you can all mark my words right now. Don't be surprised when next year I'm walking in and I main event WrestleMania.
Yeah!
And it doesn't matter who their precious little champion is at the time, because I'm coming for that too. And you know what? While we're on the talk about beating people, let me remind you all that just 2 weeks ago, I beat your little favorite Soul Ruka in less than 6 seconds. 6 seconds is all it took. I mean, wow, what a record.
Reach.
And this past Tuesday, I was well on my way to beating Zarya too. I hit her with my beautiful rolling encore. You all saw it. You all saw it. But before I could get the 1, 2, 3, Little Miss Soul can't move on.
You know what? Look,
had to
JC,
destroy.
I think the goal here is to find your next challenger. And you know, you're speaking of Zarya.
JCJ! Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You just say you had me beat last week? Now I'm used to Saul being selfish. But you're just delusional. The only reason I'm not standing here as NXT Women's Champion is Saul. The only reason I haven't got any opportunity to work in my favor is Saul. I deserve another shot at that title.
Look, Zarya, you got a point. Okay?
Zarya. Yes, Rob, I'm talking. Thank you very much. You and Soul are not Fatal Influence's problem. JC has dealt with more toxic baggage than either one of you two could ever handle. And let's be honest, you have no one else to blame but yourself because you couldn't handle seeing your best friend succeed. I mean, honestly, I helped JC win the NXT Women's Championship, yet you don't see me throwing that in her face, do you?
And maybe, I don't know, the problem to all of this is you. You seem to never make your moments count, do you? And I've helped JC keep her title on multiple occasions. So maybe it's time that you start blaming somebody else, because the only problem is that when you get the opportunity is you fail.
You and your precious Fatal Influence. Always looking over each other's shoulder, looking for a right eye roll because none of you know what the next is going to do. Huh?
Yeah.
I love this place.
All I see are 2 souls that are going to be mine again very, very soon. So, JC, you know, you think you're at the top, but how can someone in the top spot be so desperate to convince everyone else around them that they're good enough? And you, Zarya, I trusted you. But it seems like you forgot just how good I know you. I know your moves. I know your insecurities. And more importantly, I know how to break your heart. So sure, call me selfish, whatever.
but you are not touching that NXT Women's Championship because it is all mine.
All right, ladies, look, settle down. No doubt about it. JC deserves to defend her NXT Championship.
No, that's okay. I'm good. I don't need no.
A week from Tuesday, live from Houston, Texas, it's gonna be JC Jane. It's gonna be Zarya. And it's gonna be Sol Ruka for the NXT Women's Championship in a triple threat match.
As Tom said he had an announcement. That's certainly one hell of a decision. And now Sol Ruka, 3-on-1. You know Zarya's not going to help her former friend, her former partner, and she just picks her spot now. And Zarya probably just wants Sol for herself. Now, Shane, you might want to rethink this decision. Our interim general manager certainly has his hands full with this women's division. Oh! Zarya got her soul snatched and then Lady with a receipt to Sol Ruka. Well, the women's division will be under the spotlight. March 17th, triple threat for the NXT Women's title in Houston.
Kalani Jordan, coming up at Vengeance Day. I know you're looking to settle the score between yourself and Lola Vice, but this is not just a regular match to determine who the ultimate crossover athlete is. I know for you, it's your first time stepping into NXT Underground, and it's become quite personal.
Yes, it's personal because me and Lola have been tethered together since we debuted on NXT. We both met in the finals of the Breakout Tournament in 2023. We had a lot of big events together just this past year. Me and Lola, we bonded. We shared each other's stories. We both had the same passion, the same work ethic, the same goals. I shared things with her that I've never told anyone else. So yes, I take it very personal when she led the charge in kicking me out the locker room. Because what kind of friend does that? Lola's the type to smile in my face and act like she's a friend. But in reality, she wanted to take my place because she's upset that she's not running the division like she saw in her eyes. But look at what I've done. I became the first ever women's North American champion, match of the year contender every single year that I've been here, NXT Women's Superstar contender every single year that I've been here, rookie of the year, and oh yeah, the most recent one. I went to TNA and on my first attempt became the TNA Knockouts World Champion. But now that I think about it, the crazy part is I didn't see Lola kick JC Jane out the locker room. Or what about Ariana Grace? And am I mistaken? Is that not the same title that I once held? Exactly. It's clear as day she's jealous of me, but she should really just take a look at the mirror and realize that she's had the same opportunities that I have. She's had the chance to compete outside NXT at AAA. And just now, finally, she's won a championship. But Kalani Jordan has never needed anyone to be a champion, especially a man.
Well, Kalani, one thing Lola does hold over everyone else on the roster, she's undefeated in NXT Underground.
You're right, and I'm not afraid to give credit where it's due. But I'm a stellar athlete, and one thing that I know about being the stellar athlete that I am is that records are meant to be broken. I'm the first woman to tap Lola Vice out in a WWE ring. So why can I not beat her at her own game? Everything that I do is calculated. I don't have a master's degree for no reason. I'm smart. And yes, I may have had a setback when she beat me back in January, but I learned from that. And that's why I did what I had to do, and I took away her most lethal weapon, her hand.
Speaking of hands, earlier this week, Kalani, we saw you training with none other than Shayna Baszler. What motivated you to reach out to the former multiple-time NXT Women's Champion?
Shayna knows what it's like to lose an underground match, but she also knows how to help me capitalize on Lola's injured hand. So why not reach out to the submission magician? But not just that, Shayna is a record-setting NXT Women's Champion. She doesn't just talk the talk. She shows it every time she steps foot in the ring. So if she can do it, then why can't I? But the real question is, can Lola? Because who is Lola Vice without her fist as her weapon? Because after Saturday, Lola's gonna have to ask herself, who is Lola Vice without the underground? Because there's only a few spots on Stand and Deliver, and everyone knows that. But I can guarantee, and I have no doubt in my mind, that the standout will be the last woman standing at Vengeance Day.
Kalani, thank you, and good luck in the underground.
Thanks.
Square Garden the very next night. NXT returns to the Infosys Theater at Madison Square Garden on Tuesday, March 31st. Tickets are on sale now. Head to WWE.com for tickets and information.
We still have the Joe Henry Ricky Saints match for the.
What's it going to be? Yeah, I don't think so. Thank you. You don't get it, do you? Charlie, you're one of us. Our fathers were champions. Brian Pillman, Fit Finley, Santino Marella, William Regal. They paved the way for us. They sacrificed everything for this business. And for what? For what? So these influencers, these college athletes, and these failed Olympians can come in and take our spot? No, because you know what? This is just a side quest for them. But not for us. For us, it is who we are. It is in our blood. It is our birthright. And Charlie, I think it's time you ask yourself, when are you going to stop running away from who you are and embrace it?
Charlie, we gotta stop putting up with this, man. Now, I'll let Lexus slide calling me a failed Olympian because he don't know that I like at the top of my game to be here, all right? Now, how about this? Let's do this one last time, Charlie. Come on, man. I say we have a one night and a one night only NQCC revival, baby. What do you say? We'll call it a little side quest, if you will. Me and you against Lexus and Uriah this Tuesday. Come on, Charlie. Come on, bro.
They were good times.
It was the best of times.
It was.
Come on.
You know what?
Boom, baby. It's official. Come on, baby.
We, of course, are live in Orlando, set up past Royal Rumbles and WrestleMania tonight. The host of Vengeance Day. We are inside the Performance Center, where we will be this Tuesday for NXT. But right now, you start to see that the scene is being set. Bodies are starting to surround the ring as we get set to head back to the NXT Underground. And two bitter rivals write their next chapter. Who will survive as we get ready to enter the unpredictable NXT Underground? Both these women are on the cusp of superstardom. Kalani Jordan.
Electrifying, dynamic, innovative. All worlds to describe Kalani Jordan.
I'm going to be the greatest superstar to cross over from MMA to the WWE.
Many years.
A great start of the year.
Shut up while champion is talking. I'll hold this title with honor and prestige. And you know what that gets me? Who? Kick out the locker room.
Nope. Sorry, Mama. You chose Team TNA.
Labeled as a traitor amongst people who I thought were my friends. But it's okay for Lola Vice to go to AAA every other weekend. We all love that for Lola.
From NXT to AAA.
Quick question for you guys in the chat. Who beat Tier 40 on the ringside pass in 2K26?
Jealousy does not look good on you.
Jealous of what?
Lola, I am the best crossover superstar in this locker room.
Kalani, gymnastics is nothing compared to MMA. And people like you are going to find out real quick.
And these two are ready for a fight. Just sent Kalani back to East Lansing.
It's my time to be selfish now.
Kalani Jordan. Have you ever seen this side of Kalani Jordan?
No. This is a brand new attitude.
Oh my God!
Guys, of course, welcome in.
Put Kalani and I in an underground match.
The only way to win, knockout, TKO, or submission.
You really want that?
I signed all the paperwork clearing NXT and any doctors of any liability. Make it happen.
You know what, the WWE Universe would want that. You got it.
Lola Vice undefeated inside the underground division.
In the underground, you have one of two options. Either I tap you out or knock you out. You choose. Bitch.
I am the first woman to make Lula tap out anyone ever. I beat her at her own game. I can get them to the end, especially in an underground match. And all she could do was cry about it.
You're right. They step back in to the underground. No longer the locker room little sister. Kalani Jordan looks to beat the locker room leader of Lola Vice. Which woman survives? Which woman will be victorious? Well, you can definitely see that the atmosphere has changed, and those around the ring as close as you can get to the action here in NXT Underground. Pretty simple book, no pinfalls. The rules are simple as you can see. You're going to have to earn a victory tonight. Is the standout in over her head?
Nobody's ever hit no velvet. Perhaps. Who's that lady right here? Let her say she's a yeah. It's a good situation. You put her in. She thinks the job done. Like that.
See the ropes are gone. Starbucks taken down. I mean, this is a different environment. And this just the 6th underground match ever in the history of NXT. The 4th for this woman. She is indeed the queen of the underground, along with being one half of the next tag team champions in Triple X.
Tell you something. Lola Vice. She is truly the queen of the underground.
And you see Lola present the championship to her father, a living legend, a Taekwondo grandmaster. He is here for her to see his daughter put to knock out Kalani Jordan.
Look at Lola step to the ring like that. Fully focused. But baby, don't look like that. She's a little compromised. Don't get through the situation. But I tell you, Tristan, had to be 1 minute right now, man.
Let's go up to our ring announcer, Mike Rome.
The following is the NXT Underground match! In this match, there are no pinfalls, no countouts, and no disqualifications. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Boynton Beach, Florida, Kalani Jordan! And her opponents, from Miami, Florida, she's one half of a Triple A mixed
buckle up, get ready. As Robert Tucker said, there's no easy way out, no shortcut home. Win by knockout, tap out, referee stoppage. And these women are ready to fight. And here we go, Lola charging it quickly. Nice defensively out here by Bonnie Jordan. And reversal quickly by Lola. Fights right now on top. Great positioning, ready for submission.
Don't run your dick.
We say that again, look at Kalani right now, doing the best to try to ease back just a little bit. Again, Kalani is in this matchup facing somebody who is 100%. Looking for a stretch, one more nice turn out. Roll back on top, throwing out some hands. But remember about the fist, not 100%. It's clear, advised not to take this fight. But as she said, she signed paperwork. Kirby is not liable. And one more time, looking for submission.
I'm gonna get something smart right there, kept the body in motion right there. Slip out of that.
You see the hand already coming into play. Obviously, that would be the strategy for Kalani. Jordan does a submission victory over Vice. You can't take that away from Kalani. Targeted the injured hand, and you would think it's going to be the same strategy again as rolling for a sleep. Take down. There's no great position, and you're right. That sleeper's in Kalani, though. Thinking about all the training she's had under Shayna Baszler over the last several weeks, getting ready for this fight, able to roll through. But again, the difference for her, there is no pinfall. You got to get a submission. Trapping that injured hand, and right now trying to bend back the digits, break the finger, break the hand of Lola, who's countering and both running back to the
oh, baby, educated people. Here we go.
There's that striking ability. We keep talking about the hand, talking about both these women, a long-standing rivalry, and going to that thumb, bending back the wrist.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That little girl right there that's growing up, she's a grown-ass woman that's taking care of business in the building. I love what Kalani Joy has turned into. It's about business. It's not about playing. It's about timing. It's about business, man. Love it.
Look, you can't get a pinfall victory, but that suplex had a hammerlock to it. That damaged hand and wrist was behind Lola's back and took the brunt of the force inside the ring. And we talk about force. Think about that stop right to the hand.
That training with Shayna Baszler, you have to come into play right now because she's working it. She's working it. Oh, yes.
We got to remember, this is what Lola Vice asked for. This is what she wanted. After Kalani repeatedly attacked Lola at every turn, smashed her hand with a steel ladder, blindsided attacks. And yes, it don't matter right now. Taking off whatever protection book that glove was giving Lola Vice. That hand is now exposed. Those bones are now exposed. And if the hand wasn't broken earlier, it may be broken now.
I'm enjoying it. And I tell you, it's wise. It's wise for you to know that you got to do anything. It's by any means necessary, man.
There's a different atmosphere there. Is that background gymnastics style was Kalani who said it. And if you remember with Shayna Baszler, was going to show some of that gymnastics background. And what, I know it's kind of late to the party to ask this question after all the damage that's been done to Lola Vice that we're reliving. But who is the ultimate crossover athlete? Is it Kalani or is it Lola Vice?
It's Kalani Jordan. That off a world championship. You don't see that tomorrow. You don't see something like that every day. And Lola Vice, I mean, come on, man. I can't take anything away from Lola. She's on the precipice of becoming our man.
That's the second time. And you got to start wondering, referee stoppage. When will the referee try to protect Lola Vice from herself? Because Lola's not going to give up.
I'll tell you something. Lola's not going to quit. She's not going to let the referee call this in. No, she's not going to do that. She's going to stay until the thing is all over with.
I know you were talking. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention to you because I was listening to Kalani, who started chirping and was barking over here. And Lola Vice's father, who's in the front row again. And now Lola's starting to turn this around. And I just looked up and I saw Kalani just bounce face first off that steel. And again, Lola was very vocal towards Kalani for once. Was one of the voices that had Jordan removed from the locker room. There's a lot of animosity in this matchup between these two. These two are going to go to great lengths to destroy the other.
How are we having 2023?
Lola Vice walked up with the picture. Let me tell you right now, how are you trying? Shit.
Back to the hand, and she has her.
Oh, big shots there.
Lola's running.
Oh, yes.
Gotta remember the feet as well. Trying to pick up a German. They just snapped the back of her head right up the center of the ring. And Lola just looked at her father in the eyes, and her dad said, "Go get her." And now Lola back up, and here comes Vice. Vice is gonna have to use this striking ability time and time again, but she's only got one hand booker, and you gotta start wondering if that hand's broken. Does it go numb? Is she gonna be able to throw it around like a cinder block?
I'm gonna tell you right now, man, it's gonna be an oversized baby weight. Oh yes! Oh yes!
And the eyes of Lola Vice. She's blocking out the pain.
You got a lot of spice in that meatball.
Oh! Body just pulled someone over.
Yeah. Oh yes!
Anyone who's getting in the way, and that's a big kick from Kalani. Right to the side of the face. And right here in front of her father. Continuing to do damage.
Guys, remember this is the watch party for NXT Vengeance Day. Remember, you can watch along either on Netflix or on Peacock, wherever you are in the world. And if you want to be a part of the Essential Wrestling News family, click subscribe. Wow, well done, Lola. Remember, click that subscribe button if you like what you see tonight. And if you want to be a part of the community, join our Facebook group. The link is in the chat, guys. And yeah.
What a moment. And there was a bullseye on the body, specifically the hand of Lola Vice.
Lola Vice just beat Kalani Jordan in the NXT Underground match.
Gets caught with that back fist, and then it was that hammer fist. Did you see that hammer fist to the jaw?
What's that?
Yeah, well, it certainly was. They know what they signed up for. The back fist dropped Kalani. That hammer fist put her to sleep. What a moment for father and daughter. Lola Vice now with the most underground wins in NXT history, and once again proving she is the queen of the underground. The universe believes. NXT believes in our champion, Joe Hendry.
What people think is an overnight success is actually a lifetime of hard work trying to put the puzzle pieces together. As a kid growing up in Edinburgh, Scotland, I loved WWE, but it felt like an impossible dream, so I threw myself into my hobbies. I was doing judo, theatre, live music, and by the time I graduated from university, I had a master's in business and marketing, a black belt in judo, and I was touring Europe as a musician. But deep down, I knew something was missing. So it was New Year's Eve 2013. At the age of 24, I finally made the decision to pursue my dream of pro wrestling. I started training in Glasgow, and that's where I met Robbie Brookside. And thanks to him, I got my first WWE tryout after only a year. And before I know it, I'm wrestling some of the biggest names in the business all across Europe. I'm wrestling Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle, Drew McIntyre, and before you know it, I've written my own theme song, I've recorded it, I'm streaming, I'm podcasting, I'm using everything that I've learned from a marketing degree, and this is all starting to work. I'm starting to build my name, I'm building my popularity. I even made it to America. Everything's going great, and then the world shuts down. When you're that close to achieving a dream, you have two choices. You can give up, or you can keep believing.
And I used that time to reinvent myself even more. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I dyed my hair blonde, I bulked up to 265, and when the world opened back up, I used the last of my savings to buy my own visa so I could get back to the States and sign with TNA Wrestling. Finally, I believed in Joe Hendry, and now I just needed everyone else to believe in me. When I finally made it to TNA, it was like starting from scratch all over again, but I was ready for the climb.
Anytime I had an open loud, the world was always chanting, "We believe!"
I worked myself into title contention, and not long after that, I made my first appearance on NXT.
Joe Hendry is here in NXT!
And it becomes the most viewed video on X in all of wrestling that year. Finally, the puzzle pieces clicked together, and I won the TNA World title. I competed at the Royal Rumble. I appeared at WrestleMania.
Well, I can't believe it's Joe Hendry!
Who would have thought that a TNA champion would be at WrestleMania?
Whilst being on the biggest stage was a thrill, I still knew all roads led to NXT.
There's only one thing on my mind, and that one thing is the WWE Performance Center. I want to learn from the very best entertainment organization in the world today.
Becoming NXT champion is the culmination of all the work I've done along the way to get to this point.
Guys, don't be shy. Say hi to me in the chat, please.
Most guys like Ricky Saints think that I'm just a song and a smile. I know who I am. I
Of course, it's totally down to you.
And I believe.
I want to break some big news. NXT will be bringing one of its biggest PLEs to one of the greatest wrestling cities in all the world.
On Saturday, April 4th,
Get ready for a fight.
NXT stands up in St. Louis. The stakes are high. The world is watching. And only the best stands and delivers. NXT stands and delivers. Saturday, April 4th.
It's our biggest night of the year. NXT Stand and Deliver. It comes to the factory in St. Louis, Missouri, Saturday, April the 4th. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
We're back in two.
A triple threat match? Is he kidding me right now? I mean, can I ever catch a break around here? No. That would just be too much to ask, wouldn't it? Other champions, they get 4-5 weeks off of me. No. Why can't I coast right to Stand and Deliver? Instead, I have to be the third wheel in this annoying Zarupa breakup. They want to ruin each other's lives, and now they want to ruin my life too. It's all over for me.
No, they won't. Calm down. You are JC freaking Jane, the rock star of NXT. You're gonna figure this out, and you're gonna find a way. Besides, look at what we just did to Soul and Zarya.
Exactly. Lady, it's a triple threat. Anything goes. Hello.
Okay, there is no need to panic. How about I just take care of Soul on Tuesday?
See? Lady. Yes. Perfect. And Zarya?
Sorry, but you aren't the only one with a title match in Houston. I'm defending the speed title against either Thea or Ren. Well then, Lainey, I guess you're just gonna have to make sure that Soul doesn't make it to Houston. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Well, obviously, she isn't very happy, but JC
Oh, dear.
factored in the decision to lose her title. This match was set in stone earlier. Triple threat, Jane, Zarya, Soul, live in Houston on March 17th. But let's talk about what's going to happen this Tuesday, because who will head to Houston for their own championship opportunity? Will it be Pia or will it be Ren? Speed Tournament Final live on NXT. On the topic of a triple threat, these three men are getting ready to tangle. Troy Knight and Sean Legacy, who will stand tall live Tuesday on NXT. And the NQCC will have a reunion. After their run-in earlier with Birthright, they're going to have themselves a tag team clash. It's all happening this Tuesday live on NXT. Well, what a night it has been here in Orlando, here inside the Performance Center for Vengeance Day. A new champion was crowned earlier in Tatum Paxley. Congratulations to her. Lola Vice, as you just saw, stays unbeaten in the underground. But we aren't done yet here at Vengeance Day because it's main event time. Who will be champion in 72 hours when NXT comes to you live Tuesday on the CW? Ricky Saints is looking to regain the gold as our champion, Joe Hendry, looks to make a believer out of the challenger. Who leads Vengeance Day as the NXT champion? For the first time since 2015, the NXT Championship will be decided in a ladder match. We truly are in the year of opportunity.
I see a lot of future champions, but simply put, Absolute Ricky Saints is absolutely built to be the two-time NXT champion.
Say his name, and he appears. I didn't just come to NXT to entertain. I came here to be a champion. Because I'm going to give the WWE Universe an even bigger reason to believe in Joe Hendry.
Hendry just got to get Ricky Saints down. Saints time to fight back. Ricky got hit with the title. Yes, yes, yes.
There is no winner and the NXT champion, Joe Hendry.
Tonight proves that if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. And now NXT believes in our new champion, Joe Hendry.
Ricky Saints somehow survived the chaos. He's about to grab his second NXT championship, and that was until I heard the words, "We believe." The climb to the NXT championship happened long before the ladder match. And now Joe Hendry stands here as your new NXT champion. But what that means is that the climb doesn't stop now. We are just getting started.
Hey! Oh, come on! Ricky Saints doesn't want to share the damn spotlight. This is sick. Production, lights. I believe in Ricky.
All of y'all love Joe Hendry because you can relate. You're an everyman. You stole the championship from me, and no one seems to be talking about that, huh? You got everyone tied up in here to the Hendry hype. You even got a 2K DLC. Congratulations, partner. But being an everyman doesn't make you worthy of being a champion. Having talent does. Being the best. Ricky, there you are with the egos and the opinions. It's a fact that I'm something you're not. NXT champion. And last time I checked, that makes me the best in NXT.
Well, since you love marketing so much, let's do this.
Vengeance Day. Joe Hendry versus Ricky Saints for my NXT championship. You know what? You're on. Because guess what? I'm not in a singing mood. I'm not in a dancing mood. I'm in a kicking Ricky Saints ass all around the arena type of mood. And Ricky, I got no problem kicking your punk ass at Vengeance Day.
This is the revolution.
What a way to cap off the night with the NXT Championship to be defended. And there's the challenger. And a man who truly, he's got to have all the confidence in the world right now after what he was talking to Ethan Page about earlier tonight. He's got to have some sort of ace up his sleeve.
Ricky Saints, a man who has done so much in such a short amount of time. NXT, look at the captain of the NXT Championship for a second time. This right here, this is unprecedented for someone like this to come into NXT. What do you think? I mean, killing that around the wall. Damn it.
Are we looking into the eyes of the man who will once again lead his...
How you like the outfit? How you like the outfit? Mr. Debonair. Mr. Debonair himself.
We're doing an outfit check now?
That's it, man. He's upgraded. He's upgraded. This is what he says. He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Loving every Tokyo. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Has not taken his eyes off of the challenger until that
That is right there, dog.
This man is laser focused on the task at hand, and it's retaining his championship.
When your hands from side, say, I'm in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry.
Guys, if you haven't figured out, I am a big Joe Hendry fan.
Hendry. Oh, yeah.
God, that gold looks good around Joe. Over Joe's shoulder. Really does.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Championship. Introducing the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 210 pounds, Ricky Saints. And his opponent from Edinburgh, Scotland, he's 252 pounds of pure motivation and the NXT champion, Joe Hendry.
Can you get off the fence?
What are you talking about?
Singing Joe Hendry, you're jamming for Ricky Saints. Who has the advantage?
I don't care who
has the advantage? You're an analyst.
Let me tell you something. Joe Hendry's been a hell of a champion so far. Ricky Saints, like I said, the man came to the NXT and just went, skyrocketing. About put the rocket on the man's back. Because he was over the top of NXT. Now, he's trying to go back. Who has the advantage? I don't know.
A new undisputed WWE champion was crowned on SmackDown. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes, who will face Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Their legacy has brought them to the grandest stage of all. But the legacy of Joe Hendry is being built match after match. The same can be said for his opponent. And one's legacy will continue to grow on this brand NXT as our champion. And to stand and deliver. Oh,
take advantage of it, son. Take advantage of it.
Ricky Saints knows. Ricky now has Joe Hendry in a precarious position early on in this match. The referee doing his best to free Joe Hendry. And those people think that those ropes are just rope. Those are tight. You can't see that rip off a man's ear in the past.
You get your glass one of those that you can knock you out. That's really it. That sentence inside that square circle right there. He's killing.
I think we can agree. These two are polar opposites. Hendry, quiet confidence. Saints, very braggadocious as Joe Hendry trying to turn things around. And Ricky Saints one step ahead of the champion early on in this match.
Yeah, polar opposites. I mean, Ricky Saints, he is truly Mr. Debonair. He's upgrading wardrobe and I tell you, you can just get that one little trick, that one thing that's going to make everything.
I reckon he can pay for interfere though, guys. I really do.
Around this race, everything will be lovely and good.
Like that, something you talked about earlier, Ricky Saints become the two-time champion of victory. He became the 8th superstar to have multiple reigns as NXT champion. But Joe Hendry tonight wants to keep that title around his waist as we inch closer to St. Louis and stand and deliver April the 4th.
He thrives off this audience, man. He kind of thrives off the people getting behind him, and I get it. It feels good. I've been there before. But don't rely on that, Joe Hendry. Trust me.
Saints' chest are bright red, and they just get tossed around by the champion. You know, we always praise talent, but how about we honor some character? Joe Hendry has stepped up as champion. All the media, all the appearances, he never says no to fans across the world. It means so much to him to represent this brand as our champion wherever he goes.
I did a great champion told you a long time ago. When you become champion, you got to be champion in the ring. You got to be champion out of the ring, and you got to do it all the time. Being champion is the hardest job in this business. Right now, Joe Hendry got him up. Look at this grip. Wow.
A little bit of a delay, vertical suplex into the cover. And Saints out at 2.
All the blood rushed to the head right there. Equilibrium right now. Ricky Saints maybe a little off right now after hanging upside down like that.
You talked earlier about, I think it was Tatum Paxley coming out very fast out of the gates. Did Ricky Saints maybe do that here early on in this matchup?
Ricky Saints knows exactly what he wants to do right now. Ricky Saints trying to roll off this thing. That's right.
Cover.
Whoa. Trying to create a little space earlier against that. Now see the game plan of Ricky Saints. The question is, can he execute that game plan?
So he's wanted this one-on-one opportunity. Didn't believe, no pun intended, that there needed to be a multi-man ladder match to determine the NXT champion. That title should have been awarded to him, handed to him. It was not. And it was Joe Hendry at the end of the night was able to toss Saints far down from the top of the ladder to retrieve the title. That's looking for a double underhook around him.
Oh, wow.
And that certainly was a rude awakening, of course, for Ricky Saints.
I'm going to think about Joe Hendry's back powers, but I tell you right there, definitely looking real good.
I think some people do forget about the amateur background that Joe Hendry has, representing Scotland in the Commonwealth Games, and now Ricky taking a little bit of a walk. And I don't know, is this something you'd advise him doing a championship?
Yeah, baby, right there.
Ow. Might be singing an octave higher if he wants to do another absolute experience down the line.
Watch yourself, Ricky. Watch yourself, son.
Oh, it's a throat. And that certainly won't have Joe singing anytime soon. Shoulder first. And now you start to think about, you talked about strategy earlier. Ricky Saints knows the power Joe Hendry possesses with that standing ovation. That shoulder just went right in to the sticks. And what was the word you used about Lower Vice's hand? Compromise. Joe Hendry might be compromised. Cover. Challenger.
I don't think Ricky Saints could pull that off by accident or anything like that. That right there was designed. That was a play call right there by Ricky Saints, and it was executed perfectly.
You see in the eyes of the champion right now, he's looking around trying to maybe refocus, regain where he's at. Saints right now has the champion wounded and hurt.
Lackadaisical right now. He's dazed and confused right now. He's got to get it all back. But Ricky Saints is not going to let that happen right there. He's that breaker.
Of course, Saints who charges in big kick.
Oh, yeah.
Shoulder into the cover. And a near fall. Saints wants to be the main event of Stand and Deliver, just like everyone on this brand. But because Ricky Saints believes NXT should revolve around the king.
He's got a point. I mean, Ricky Saints is a star, man. He's a big star here in NXT.
NXT Universe trying to motivate the champion. And Hendry fighting back. Ooh, what a headbutt. Hendry now picking up some steam and just got sent back down the back.
Big shot like that. Stay on the gas, Saints. Stay on the gas, son.
Saints has turned into quite the complainer in recent months.
No.
You know what I'm talking about. He's always seemed to be whining and complaining, whether it's with Vanity Project or whether it's with Ethan Page.
Complaining about getting the title shot, that's not complaining, man. That's stating your case.
This is someone,
that's what that is, man.
This is someone who you correctly said arrived on this scene and turned things around. When he arrived, he was ready to work. ready to prove
Get ready to work. This guy's in the main event right now. This is Ricky Saint. He's not in here. He's not X-rated. He's out here handling this business all on his own. He's in here with the NXT champion, Joe Hendry, and he put the ass whipping on his dick. Come on, man.
Ricky Saints now just measuring the chin right down to the shoulders. And now, hey, come on! You can't win the title out here. What, you're just mocking Joe Hendry? Saints finally getting Hendry back into the ring.
That's a man with a boatload of confidence right there, Ricky Saint. Stop and take time. Just get right over people. You gotta love that. That right there, you can tell this guy, he's got a lot of stamina left. He's ready to go long up. Look at that beautiful back suplex.
Belly to back suplex indeed was perfected, but wasn't perfect enough to keep Joe Hendry down.
I'll tell you something. Ricky Saint right now, he's not even breathing heavy, man. Right now, he's ready to go for another hour here. I can tell you right now. Let me tell you something. Joe Hendry better be ready for the long haul. His stamina better be ready for tonight.
Now, maybe what I said about complaining wasn't the right words. We'll try again. Doesn't Saints come off a little bit envious of someone like Joe Hendry as he rolls through into the cover and an airball? The Royal Rumble appearance, the WrestleMania moment, things Ricky Saints hasn't had.
He won 2 championships out here in record time. What are you talking about? These champions? I mean, do you want to be champion again? Of course. That's what he's all about. And that's what he's trying to do right now with that beautiful drop kick right before him.
Got him right under the jaw into yet another cover. Nice job.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice job of Ricky Saints bringing that hand back underneath the bottom ropes to the cover. But to go more with my thought process here, Book, I talk about the Royal Rumble and the WrestleMania moments. Those are things Ricky has said to Joe Hendry that he didn't know why Joe Hendry deserved them. Didn't know why he deserved a DLC packet, WWE 2K26. Those are things he's complained about openly. Doesn't that make you think he's envious of the champion?
I mean, he may feel like Joe Hendry's getting opportunities according to him that he should be getting. Maybe that's it.
And now look, the fallaway slam, the pose, trying to one up Joe Hendry. Hendry just exploding out of the corner. And now all of those that believe here tonight starting to rise up. And you know, and have to believe that absolute experience in this past Tuesday only fueled the champion. It was Saints who tried to troll Hendry on Tuesday, and right now it's Joe Hendry who's getting the last lap. Hendry just ran in that elbow, trying to get right back and trying to maybe keep this crowd on his side, trying to keep his momentum up. He was able to get a second win, maybe a third, and now Saints and overpowering with that power bomb. Realizing this could be that moment, crawls into the cover. There wasn't a lot on that kick out from the challenger. Take another look. Look at the landing. And it was Liza Hendry as once again being motivated by the NXT universe here inside the Performance Center.
Go ahead and talk about bulking up to 265 pounds, and I can tell you right now, you can tell he's put a lot of work in the gym. His strength and his stamina coming into play in the late stages right now.
It's our main event of Vengeance Day. It's about the NXT Championship. Ricky Saints looking to become a 2-time champion. Joe Hendry looking to keep all those that believe in him in his corner, that he can get the job done when the lights are the brightest. Another big uppercut under the jaw. Back in from Saints. Counter. Look at
that's smart.
Hendry able to roll right through, popping right back up. I got hoisted up. And then bam! A little air raid crash. Still not enough to reach. Saints quickly transitioning, trying to lock that crossface, and it certainly is cinched in. And if the champion taps, we're going to have a new. If the champion taps, that's how it's going to go to Ricky Saints.
Yes,
and you know Saints would love to make Joe Hendry say he quits.
We're both having a new champ right here, man.
Hendry rolling through, but look at Saints staying right on top, and Ricky showing his own power right there, powering Hendry away from the ropes, and now making a different submission, trying to lock in that front face lock, and now trying to dig in deep right now and wear down Joe Hendry. And Hendry's fading, Booker.
Oh, baby.
If Saints locks
Ricky Saints.
If Ricky Saints locks the body scissors, I don't know if
Joe Henry can get back in.
Right down like a bull constrictor right now.
Joe Henry, and he wraps the body. And Ricky Saints answering around, trying to close his legs, trying to squeeze the air. Henry trying to fight, and this may be the last gasp effort from the champion. Trying to look at the pain on Henry's face as he overpowers Ricky Saints.
Give him credit. Give Joe Henry a lot of credit right there because I thought he was out. I thought he was on cold.
Everyone here tonight, the believers are out in full force. But Ricky trying to make believers in his own right. Could be looking for Rochambeau. Henry able to slither down, hoisting up. And we've seen Henry use this in the past. Sliding down, super kick under the jaw.
Got all of it.
Oh, he certainly did. And now Ricky looking for that exclamation point. Had to roll through, landed on his feet. Might have jarred his knee a little bit. Got caught and and it is an attitude adjustment just what Ricky needs. And it wasn't enough, though, for Joe Henry tonight. Big attitude adjustment.
That was all instinct right there, Dick. All instinct.
You think Ricky started to be out on his feet right
now? I'll tell you something right there. Ricky was out right there. He heard that final count coming down. And like I said, instinct kicked in. Big shot right there by Ricky Saints.
Another big shot by Joe Henry. Henry Saints showing you what it takes, what it means to be champion. Our last premium live event before starting to deliver and a huge fall-away snap. Ricky, though, took one too many rotations away from Henry, who's trying to capitalize in that momentum. The force that Henry threw Saints with may have actually benefited the challenger in that moment.
No, that was the challenger right there. All Ricky Saints creating a little bit of space, that little extra space that he needed where he knew he was going to kick out right at 3. He knew it.
What is it going to take to walk out NXT champion? Henry going to be looking for that standing ovation. Countered by Saints. Saints rolling through. And tied up in a kick out.
Man, that was close.
A back up jumping knee right under the jaw. It might be Joe Henry right now, who's out on his feet. DDT connects. DDT connects. Whoa. Yeah, we talk about now a lot on the kickouts from Ricky Saints.
Here he comes. Ethan Page. There are rumors that he's been pushed into the main event scene again, so it's going to be quite interesting.
Ricky yelling, wait a minute, Patrick from behind.
Good hit.
Oh, Ethan Page on the outside. I don't know what is going on. And now, that was a huge spear from Saint. Well, that was a miscalculation from Page, who's trying to help out Saints, but Henry now. Well, the official doing the right thing, getting the NXT. No! Revolution DDT. This is how Ricky's won in the past, and for the second time. You talk about instinct. That's the
You kidding me?
Wow.
Saints in disbelief. Page in disbelief. It's Saints right on top of the champion. NXTers trying to rally the mountain. Joe Henry, I don't know what's left. Saints one after another after another. Officials stepping back in. Oh, is it finally time for a standing
Ayo.
Referee. Hey, we got on the way at least for a moment's notice. And here we go. Oh! What? The official didn't see what happened. Turning up fair play.
No way.
Standing.
No way.
Finishing.
1, 2. Stand and Deliver is looking really good. Absolutely. Sing it, Booker.
What do you mean you don't agree? Ethan Page came out here. I don't know if he ran the wrong play or whatever. He and Ricky Saints had previously discussed earlier tonight. What a main event. Let's go back to some of the action. This is Ricky screaming for Ethan. Ethan just staring at the NXT Championship. Yes, that he wants help. And that opened the door for Joe Hendry. Ethan Page was almost a half second too late. The matchup would continue. Saints back would hit that devastating spear. Would once again look to Ethan Page. And this is what I'm meaning. Miscommunication. Misguided. Mistime. Whatever you want to call it. But you can say you didn't like Joe Hendry's action. What happened here? You certainly like this. A low blow. Referee didn't see it. The Revolution DDT that had won him championships in the past. Almost secured him another one here tonight. But Joe Hendry continued to fight. And as I said, pretty much fair play. Bam! Right there. A little bit of a playback, so to speak. And Joe Hendry, with all the emotion, all the vengeance through his veins, delivering a standing O to retain the championship tonight. What a main event! What a night! Page and Saints, I don't know if they're just running different things through their own mind here tonight, but whatever they had planned didn't work. Because once again, our champion shows the power of believing in yourself. And on a night that was filled with vengeance, Joe Hendry proves belief conquers all.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to the Essential Wrestling News live stream watch party of NXT Vengeance Day, and we will see you again soon with more wrestling content.